Happy New Year, guys. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are joining me. Today, what I wanted to do is talk about my year. It's been an incredible fragrance journey. Thank you guys for coming along with me on the ride. But I just wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, from the bottom of my family's heart, thank you to all of you. There are so many really cool people I have met along the way. So many people who have touched my lives on the fragrance journey that have given me so much advice, that have always been kind enough to stop by and to talk to me and to comment. I want to give you a big thank you to all of you guys. This has been an amazing year. It has been so serendipitous. There have been so many cool things that have happened to me this year. And most of all, I've gotten to meet so many of you, and you've all touched me in so many different ways. I wish I could thank all the people that I'm thinking in my head. If I started doing that, I would leave out so many people who have touched me, and I don't want to do that. So I just want to give you all of you guys a big thank you. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll stay tuned as I talk about my 5 favorite designer fragrances, and I talk about my 5 favorite independent / niche / privé line fragrances. And then at the very end, I'll tell you what is my worst buy of 2020. So stay tuned.
This could be good for me. Lately I was feeling like I need a purpose, but when you talk to me.
Welcome back, guys. Thank you. I really appreciate it. And again, Happy New Year's. Cheers to all of you. I know this past year has been wild and crazy, but I salute to you and I drink to you guys that this new year, 2021, is going to be really awesome. And I'm drinking Bailey's on the Rocks, so shout out to Fragtician, if you know what I mean. And guys, this is going to be our year. It's going to be everybody's year. Exciting things are coming from everybody. New fragrances are going to come out. You all are going to grow. The fragrance community is only going to get bigger and better and better. So I'm happy to be a part of it. And I can't wait to learn more from you guys because you've taught me so much. So let's not waste any time. Let's just go ahead and dive into my 5 favorite designer fragrances and go from there. And then we'll talk about the designer / niche / luxury brands as well. So number 1 on the list had to be my number 1 fragrance because it's one of the first fragrances I bought. And you can thank Jeremy Fragrance for that. He was talking about it like crazy when I first started this way back in March. And when I got into this, my eyes were so big, I was like, how in the heck can I afford all these fragrances? So when he told me that this fragrance is one of the number 1 selling fragrances on Amazon and that it was at affordable price, well, I already had an Amazon account, so heck, I went on there and sure enough, I got this fragrance right under 15 bucks. And this, you guys know what I'm talking about, Nautica Voyage. Guys, you can see, as you see in any of my videos, if you go back and look at any of them, this juice is the lowest juice I have in any of my bottles because this is what we call a blind reach, a blind grab and go, a dumb reach, whatever you want to call it. But this fragrance is so amazing. It has that cucumbery, fresh, shower gel vibe, aquatic, gorgeous, doesn't last for nothing, but you don't care because you just spent, you know, 12, 13, 14, 15 bucks on it. I overspray the crap out of this, so it's probably one of the reasons why. But this one has a sentimental value to me because it really got me started on this fragrance journey. It's one of the first fragrances I had. I think I also had Acqua di Gio as well. And when I first got into this, a lot of you guys told me my taste would change. I didn't believe you, but I was really all about the summer freshies like Acqua di Gio, Nautica Voyage, and then slowly graduated over to the gourmands. I never thought I'd like anything with oud, but anyways, I'm getting off track here. But this is one of my favorite fragrances. Man, just even when I smell the cap, it smells absolutely delicious. I love this fragrance so much. I love to spray this when I'm coming out of the shower. I love it when I'm going on errands. I go to work in the summertime. This is my go-to. I don't wear this too much in the summertime when I'm going to work, but I absolutely love this, and I will definitely be getting another bottle this year for when this runs out. So Nautica Voyage, one of my all-time favorites. Had to put that on the list because this is the one that helped get me started. And if you're just stopping by to the channel and you're looking for a good fragrance to get started with, Nautica Voyage is the one. And let me know down in the comments which flankers are good to try because I haven't tried any of them. So, all right, again, no surprise. The next one we're gonna do, and cheers to you guys. Well, I first tried the very first one of these, which is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. That was my first one, and that one's kind of got that cream yellowy color. But this is another one that I learned from Jeremy Fragrance. I know some of you guys hate him, some of you guys love him, some of you guys don't care at all, but Jeremy's the reason why I got on board on this journey, so I gotta give him credit. But he told me about Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue. So I already had Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, and when I learned about Intense, I was like, there's one that's better than Light Blue? Hard to believe, but he wasn't lying. This one is absolutely amazing. Pink pepper, absolutely gorgeous creation, aquatic, you know, you've got the freshness to it, you've got the ozonic, you've got the citruses, absolutely beautiful. To me, this is Italy in a bottle. Whenever I spray fragrances, they sometimes take me to another place. I don't know if that happens to any of you guys. They tell a story without telling a story. And to me, I always imagine me laying around on one of those cool wooden boats out there on Lake Como, just chill and looking at all the $1 Million Man. The vibe I get from this one. And this one is my #1 compliment getter. I've gotten the most compliments I've ever gotten from any other fragrance from Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. And this is one of the few fragrances that lasts forever on me and projects and leaves a scent trail like no other fragrance I have in my collection. So this is one of my all-time favorite designers, and I have not tried any of the flankers whatsoever. So please, again, in the comments, tell me which flankers are good to try for Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. All right, let's keep this moving. All right, my third favorite, and this is in no order, but my third favorite designer fragrance that I have, one of my all-time favorites, and I will get a backup bottle when I run out of this one. You guys know this one as well. This is from the ever awesome Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. But this one, guys, is just, it is the quintessential fragrance. I think you can wear this all year round. I know you can, because you can do whatever you want to because it's your dang fragrance. But I think a lot of people would probably wear this more in the summertime. It's just got this creamy, beautiful sandalwood, lemony, amazing vibe to it. And it's so fresh, and it's so clean, and it's so elegant. And this is another fragrance that projects and leaves a sillage and lasts for a very long time. And I could have also fit Bleu de Chanel on this list, and let's just say that's one of my honorable mentions. That's another great, but I didn't want to be redundant because I have another fragrance in here that's similar to Bleu de Chanel. But this one is absolutely one of my favorite. Gorgeous Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. If you guys don't know, now you do. All right. My third favorite fragrance is from YSL, and YSL is an amazing house. They have so many amazing fragrances. You guys know about YSL Loam, you know about The Club, you know about Tuxedo. Guys, YSL, why? Parfum. This one is so rich. It's got some depth to it. There's some ambroxan in this. It's another redundant blue fragrance, I know, but this one is, I think this is one of the best blue fragrances on the market. Don't get me wrong, I love Dylan Blue. I love Chanel de Blue. But this one is just absolutely amazing. The patchouli in this is really dialed up. It's very earthy. It's very sweet. The ambroxan is amazing. This one lasts forever. So all these fragrances last with the exception of Nautica, and this one performs amazingly. And it's just one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. And I hardly use it because I know it doesn't make any sense, but I don't want it to go away because I love it so much. So I wear this on special occasions, even though it's really not all that expensive. You can pick it up for a fairly decent price at discounters or certain websites. So, all right, guys, that's YSL. Why? All right, so just to keep this moving, my fifth and final designer, one of my favorites of this year's, and I know it's a favorite of a lot of you, and they make a lot of flankers, and I own them all, and I love them all, and I could have interchanged them all, but I just decided to go with one. Loam Adio by Guerlain EDP. Look at that juice. It's gorgeous. You guys know, you already know, I don't even have to take the cap off. This is that cherry bomb. Oh, What sets the Adio Loam apart from all the other fragrance houses is what they have. They have the same thing going through all the flankers. They have the same DNA, which is that almond note. The almond note is amazing. There's a bit of woodsiness, but not too much. And it's just a well blended, creamy, cherry, almond. I think there's tonka in this, I can't remember, but it's blended well and it's amazing. And everybody in my family loves this one and everybody steals this one. And this is my second bottle. So if that tells you anything, I love this fragrance. This is also one of the first fragrances I bought on my fragrance journey. Probably the second or third week I bought this one when I got started in fragrances back in March. So guys, if you don't know about this one, you're looking for an amazing cherry scent that's unisex, because I truly believe that a woman could wear this one or a man could pull this off, and it's definitely unisex and it's really gorgeous. Okay, so that was my 5 designers. Let's go ahead and talk about that luxury, niche, independent label fragrances and dive right into those. So the very first one, this is in no particular order, although the last one is my absolute favorite, but the rest are in no order. I love them all. They're, as George Zaharoff says, they're all my babies. These are fragrances that put a smile on my face that I absolutely love. So the first one we're gonna talk about is one of the most gorgeous bottles in my collection. You guys have seen it. You know what I'm talking about. It's from buyargos.com. Argos Fragrance House makes some of the most gorgeous bottles in the world. Their atomizers are almost second to none. The design, the attention to detail. Look at this, guys. Look at this bottle. I just want to take some time to show it to you and not be too fast with it. Look at this. Guys, do you see how beautiful this bottle is? And this is only the 30 mLs that they just came out with. And what's so amazing about these 30 mLs is you can just about take them anywhere. They ship just about anywhere. And the atomizer technology on this, guys, amazing. This is a well-blended, one of the most spectacular tobacco fragrances I've ever smelled. There's apple in this. It's a little bit woodsy. There's a little bit of vanilla in here. It's blended to projection. I would spray it to show the atomizer, but you'll just have to go and check out a couple of my other reviews where I do spray it just to see how this atomizer works, because the ground it covers is based on the amount of pressure you put on, and it covers a lot of ground, and the sound it makes is so cool. But this is a really, really cool fragrance, and it is just beautiful. If any of you guys are a big fan of Mancera Red Tobacco, then this one is like Mancera Red Tobacco, but blended way better and not as harsh, and it's just an absolutely gorgeous fragrance, and I cannot wait to buy an even bigger bottle of this so I can have the mommy along with the baby. So this one is absolutely gorgeous, one of my favorites, and I had to include it in the list. This cap weighs a ton. It's so beautiful. Look at this cap with the eye. Isn't that cap cool, guys? Very heavy. It's got some weight to it. This bottle's got some weight to it. Just listen to that. Awesome, clicks into place. Okay, so let's keep it moving. I wish I had a full bottle of this. It was on one of my videos for my Christmas wish list. I'm definitely gonna buy a bottle of this year for sure. This is by Maison Francis Kurkdjian. It's called Gran Soir. You guys already know. The bottle is simple. It's just a square bottle. The juice is orange. It's got some depth. It's luxurious. It's gorgeous. There's only a few notes in that, guys. It's so cozy with the amber. It's just warming. It's inviting. There's some vanilla. It's an absolutely amazing scent, and it's a little bit on the pricey side. I think you can pick it up for $200, $300, $400, depending on where you buy it online. But I went ahead and got a decant because I had to know what all the hype was, and the hype is real. This is an amazing date scent. This is an amazing fragrance for the winter time. Not so much for the summer, but this is an absolute favorite of mine, and I can't wait to buy a bottle. When that time comes, you guys will be the first to know. But this is definitely on my list, and I've really enjoyed wearing this fragrance this winter. And if I wear it out before I'm able to buy another bottle, I'll just go ahead and buy another decant. So Gran Soir, one of my favorites on the list for designer, for niche / luxury. Okay, let's keep it moving. To make this video quick, the next one, this is one of those fragrances I classify as putting a smile on my face. I've got a few fragrances in my collection that when you do that, you just start smiling right away. and this is one of them. This is another summer freshie. This is an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. I love it. I get compliments from it. I feel confident when I wear it. It just makes me feel good, makes me feel calm. I don't know how it's able to do that. Maybe it's just in my head. But this is Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks. If you guys haven't tried this, please, please, please do yourself a favor and get a decant. I have another one of those by them. I think it's called Bohemian Lime, another gorgeous fragrance. But this one is my favorite. This just smells so fresh. It reminds me of sea spray. Just sitting there by the ocean, you can hear the seagulls in your head. You can see the sailboats off in the distance. And I can see that opera house that sits off the coast of Australia. I think that's in Melbourne. But this fragrance is absolutely amazing. I love it, and I'm glad to have it in my collection. And I can't wait to pick up a bottle. They're not too expensive. I've seen them online for $150 or so. So another one of my pickups that's gonna happen this summer. Okay, moving right along. I know you guys probably wouldn't classify this as niche. Maybe you'd say it's a designer, but it's in that Privé line. It's a very expensive fragrance. And so I consider it in the luxury line more so than I do designer because of the quality. They spared no expense on this fragrance. And I know this one's discontinued. And from what I hear from one of my sources, that it's coming back and they're gonna keep it out of the Privé line and make it a little bit more affordable. So I'm looking forward to them doing that. But if it doesn't come out anytime soon, I know where I can get a bottle. So I will be buying a bottle of Tom Ford Costa Azzurra. So guys, this one, again, I was talking about Light Blue Intense taking me to Italy. This one definitely does it. It's way more classier. It's just blended really well. You definitely get this pine scent, but you get this sea spray, you get this aquatic smell, you get this ozonic smell. It is just so calming and so beautiful. And for the first 10 minutes of wearing this, a couple ladies in the store just came up to me and were like, man, you smell good. What is that? These more expensive fragrances when people do notice you. And I absolutely love this one and I can't wait to own it. Have you guys tried the Aqua? I haven't got my nose on that one. How does it compare? I think it's, what is it? It's more like an EDT, and the regular Costa Azzurra is like the parfum. So how does the Aqua smell? I'd like to know in the comments if any of you gotten your nose on that. Is that worth me purchasing, or should I just go ahead and stick with the Costa Azzurra? All right, so last but not least, on the niche independent luxury houses, you guys know, we're gonna talk no other than Zaharoff Signature Pour Homme. This fragrance is amazing. The man behind it is even better. I consider him a friend. He's class act. He's an amazing guy. He's done so much for me. He's helped me. He's talked with me. He's given me advice. I love this guy. I hope to get to know him better even more this year. And I'm really excited about this fragrance. So on this journey, the whole time, I've always been looking for that holy grail fragrance. I don't know if you guys are doing that. And every time you find one, you're like, it's good, but it's not good enough, or that's not what I thought it was gonna be, or you have these high expectations, or you have these low expectations, and sometimes a fragrance will blow you away, but it's just not a 10. This is my 10. Sorry, it is. I love this. The lavender in this is amazing. I call it a lavender bomb. It's like, it has this ability to be classic and timeless, but also be modern. And it's for me. I love it. It projects like crazy out of my skin. The sillage is amazing. I believe my wife loves the way this one smells on me, and I hate to use this because it's just so elegant and so classy, and I really only want to wear this in special occasions, but I like it so much that I'm torn. If I could, I'd have like 4 or 5 bottles of this lying around because it's so good. And guys, if you haven't gotten your nose on any of the other ones that have just recently come out, like the Signature Noir and the Signature Royale, Signature Noir is an amazing fragrance to layer this with, and it just really brings this fragrance more to life. But I like this one by itself as it is. It's one of my favorites, and again, there's some patchouli, but the lavender is a star of this. And you guys can go on Fragrantica or go at Zaharoff and see all the ingredients in this, but it's a really cool bottle design. The cap is cool because it doesn't snap on. You put it and then it twists into place. So that's pretty cool. And I just love this fragrance. It's the best fragrance I bought all year. And in my collection of hundreds, between the niche decants and the niche fragrances that I own and all the designer fragrances, it's my absolute favorite, hands down. And it doesn't hurt that the man behind the fragrance is an absolute amazing guy. So, all right, those are my favorite designer. Those are my favorite niche / luxury. All right, so while I was on this fragrance journey, there was a lot of hype about this next fragrance, and this is my worst buy. And if I offend you, anybody, I don't mean to. Just because I don't like it doesn't mean it's not a great fragrance. It just means I don't like it. It's my taste, it's my style. It hasn't grown on me. It's a little harsh to me. It's a little bit bitter. Maybe I'm not advanced enough to appreciate it, and maybe down the line, as you know, the months pass, I might grow to like it. Maybe the intense is better, I don't know. But as of right now, I don't like it. I don't wear it that much. My daughter has actually been wearing it, and I even think my wife likes it a little bit. I think she said it reminds her of something her mom used to wear. I got all the hype from watching Jeremy and from everybody else on Instagram. Everybody said I needed to get the fresh, clean, soapy fragrance, and I was like, yeah, this is the one that smells like fresh out of the dryer sheet smell, and Prada Loam. I love my Italian designers. I love them. I love my Prada. I love my Gucci. I love my Dolce & Gabbana. But this one right here, this soapy fragrance right here doesn't do it for me. It's just, I don't know what it is. Is it ylang or something like that? But it's something in here that's so bitter. I don't appreciate it. I don't enjoy it. It's harsh to me. I don't feel confident in it. It's just a weird fragrance, and it's one of the, when I got this, I was so down in the dumps because I wanted to like it so bad, and I thought there was something wrong with my nose, or maybe I got a bad batch, or maybe I just didn't understand fragrances. It made me question myself because everybody was in love with this fragrance and I wasn't, and I was like, what's wrong with me? But I just know I don't like it, and it's not one of my favorites, but it's in my collection, and every once in a while I pick it back up and sniff it to see if I've grown to like it. So there you have it. My worst buy of 2020. I'm looking forward to discovering more fragrances. I love learning from you guys. I can't wait for this year, 2021. This is going to be all our years. It's going to be magical. It's going to be groundbreaking. I can't wait. Big things are going to happen. I'm going to discover new fragrances. I'm going to meet new people and get to know you guys all a little bit better. So thank you guys for staying with me. This is going to be your year. And guys, remember to always be yourself, as long as yourself smells wonderful.